Welcome back to consecutive day 1160 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today's topic is the risk reward of growth for your business. So remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1160 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And in today's topic, I talk about the risk reward of growth for your business. Now, first and foremost, I'm back today from my family vacation to Germany. Great holiday, back to reality with a bang today. It's been first day back from holiday is always catching up, just seeing where things are, making sure everything's moving forwards, and fortunately enough, it is. The challenges that I want to talk about today, though, is the risk reward of growth. And when you're in a micro or small business, it's highly likely that the vast majority of your time will be spent in the growth phase of your business. So you've started up, you've proven the concept and everything, and you're a profitable business entity. And then you start looking at, well, what's next? Are we going to grow? Are we going to introduce new revenue streams? Are we going to grow existing ones? And you start kind of optimizing what you do, because business really is all about problem solving. For me, it's about systems and processes so that something works regardless of who's operating the business. You have reports and data sets which helps you make decisions, and ultimately it's about solving the most problems. If you solve more problems, the more successful you are. Like, i.e., we're not earning enough money. Well, the problem is, how do you make more money? It's like, we don't have enough customers. Well, the problem is, how are you going to find more customers? It's pretty simple stuff, just overcoming problems on an ongoing basis. And the more you solve, the more efficient you are at solving them, the more successful you will be. So that's pretty much entrepreneurship in a nutshell. But the challenge that we're facing at the moment is we are in a growth phase. We've been growing quite dramatically over the past couple of years now, and we're now presented where we went from a stage of kind of doing 1 to 4 deals a month. When I'm talking deals, it's property deals. So generally it's a rent-to-rent business where we secure properties under contract and then we sublet them on to social housing providers. That's pretty much the business. We either make a fee from the investor or we make a margin in the rent roll from the stock that we control. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, we went from 1 to 4 deals a month to consistently hitting 10. We then we got up to kind of 15, and I think we've been as high as 20. But we're now kind of at a crossroads where we're doing quite well at the kind of 15 to 20 marker. But it's hard to find a supply either consistent enough to hit those figures in our comfort zone. Now, we could drop down and take less deals on, which would mean we'd make less profit unless we increased our fees substantially enough to make the same margins with less deals, which is not really possible where we are sitting at the moment, because we're kind of at a sweet spot. But the alternative is we can work with some larger scale developers, of which we've got access to now, which is great, but they're looking at kind of 40, 50, 60 unit blocks, and we would have to turn them around pretty much within a month to 6 weeks, which we believe we can do, but it comes with a huge financial exposure. We have to tie up a lot of our capital to be able to do that, and then it relies heavily on our sales force to sell a record-breaking months, which would ultimately mean record-breaking profits. Now, the risk to this is that we overexpose ourselves with our financial leverage. We don't sell deals quick enough, which means then we're then falling into a loss-making position with the returns for our investors. So it's a constant battle of managing supply and demand. So I think ultimately, to summarise today, my learnings from my diary for today are that with growth comes risk and reward. And ultimately how I tackle this is I like to have data which lets me or kind of directs me more into a direction that I feel I've got a justified decision. A lot of people say in entrepreneurship, sometimes you have to trust your gut, and on the odd occasion you do. But I'm a believer that you can normally, as providing you've got a good enough data set, you can see some form of pattern or trend which will give you an indication of what's a slightly better odds, slightly better probability on which decision you make. Because we could drop or we could increase. Now, what we're going to try and do is a little combination of the two. Not a combination of the two, well, kind of is. We're going to go big, but we're going to try and control the timeline to stretch out our terms slightly, which potentially will give us 2 months as opposed to 6 weeks, which could be all the difference in terms of getting that money in and selling the assets, securing what we want to secure in the time frame we have. So hopefully that kind of is helpful. Ultimately, to summarize, it's data is king. If you've got data, it just gives you the information you need to try and find a solution, which can often be quite hard to find. It allows you to see the wood from the trees. So hopefully that's useful today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line, I'll respond to everyone. Remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.